Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learn English with Sushila. My 8th video is use of verb for actions in future. I made this video to help you use correct verb, right verb for actions in future so that you can write and speak correctly. As per traditional grammar practice, shall is used with first person I and we, and will is used with second and third person you, he, she, it and they. And if we use will, then it's used to show promise or determination. But in present day practice, we use will with first person I and we, and they don't show promise or determination. Sometimes we use shall with second and third person to emphasize that. So in this video also I have divided all the actions in future into 8 parts. First action, simple action in future. It shows actions those which are done simply in future, and we use will and first form of verb. For example, they will play a match on Sunday. We can use would also. Would is a past verb, but we can use it for future. For example, he will attend a party. He would attend a party. Both these sentences are correct and they show future reference. But difference is there between using will and would. Will is used when surety is there, but would is used when we wish something to be done. For example, we are in a park and some children are making loud noise. Then we say, we wish that they would stop making loud noise. Now, second action, that is routine action. Routine action means which are done regularly or they are done repeatedly as part of routine, habit or interest. It means here the actions are repeated at regular interval, and in these sentences we use will be and ing with the first form of verb. For example, classes will be starting from 9 a.m. during winter. Same way we can say she will be going to school by bus every day, or they will be studying in the evening shift from July. Third action, that is all time actions. They refer to those events or actions which will be taking place in future, and here also we use will be and ing with first form of verb. For example, the birds will be always chirping. Fourth action, continuous action without mention of time. Here actions are shown which have begun and they will continue for some time in future, and here we use will be and ing with the first form of the verb. For example, this factory will be running in the near future, or they will be working hard to get success, or they will be waiting for his return. Now, fifth action, continuous action with mention of time. It indicates duration of time, that in future the work has begun, it will continue in future and it will continue for a fixed duration of time, and here we use will have been and ing with first form of verb. For example, he will have been studying at the university for 5 years when he gets the degree. So here we have shown the duration, how long he will take to complete that action. Next, sixth action, that is action supposed to be finished at a particular time in future. Here it indicates that the action which has started, that will be completed at a particular time in future. And here we use will have and third form of verb. For example, he will have completed his project by the end of next year, or she will have completed her studies next year. So remember one thing, that in for action in future we use will have, we never use will has. Has is never used. Whenever we are talking about action in future with will, we never use has. We only use have, will have. So that shows that the action will be completed at a particular time in future. Seventh action, forced action or action to be compulsorily done in future. So here forced means some force is there or some compulsion is there by some external authority or circumstances or self-planning. And here we use will have to and first form of verb. Now here again we use will have to, not will has to. Has is never used with will. So how we'll say that he will have to complete this project by the end of next month, or she will have to type all the letters by the evening. So that compulsion is there or that planning is there. And eighth action is intention to do an action. Here intention is shown, that there is some intention for future, that one has to do some action in future. Now in present time and past time, you had seen that we were using is going to or are going to in present, and was going to or were going to in past. But in future we can never use will be going to, or why we can't use? Because it's grammatically wrong. For showing intention, either we use will and first form of verb, or we use will be and ing with the first form of verb. For example, he will write a book next year, or he will be writing a book next year. Now you have seen that whenever we are talking about actions in future, we use will and first form, or will be and ing with the first form of verb, and will have been and ing with the first form of verb. And when the action is to be finished, we use will have and third form of verb. And we use for forced action, we use will have to and first form of verb. And for intention, we use will and first form, or will be and ing with the first form of verb. Now sometimes we can show future action through present continuous also. How? Instead of saying I'll give a party, I can say I am giving a party this evening. That is also future reference. So you have to remember these verbs, how they are to be used for actions in future. And if you do so, you will be able to speak and write correctly. Thank you.